Hey guys. All right, so let's start this live stream of Eloise Gardner and Pretty in Blue, two episodes that I really struggled with getting a review up, and I decided to go live as opposed to make a edited video with photos and whatnot. I don't know. There was something about both episodes that really I just didn't like. I mean, the show is just feeling so much like Twice Upon a Time or Once Upon a Soap that I was like, no, 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 no. You can't do this. You can't repeat your storylines again. And not only just repeat a storyline that I think is horrible. The Clint, you just asked thoughts on Hook singing. I'll talk about Colin O'Donoghue. There's a couple things in the episode. There was a couple things in Eloise Gardner that was very good, but I need to talk about the sexual assault, fraud and the inducement, or rape of Wishram Hook. I need to discuss it because I don't think it's good. I think it's such a vile plot point. And especially in this day and age where there's the Harvey Weinstein scandal, there's been actors coming out being accused of being sexually assaulted. There's people coming out, or there's actors or actresses coming out saying they were victims of sexual assault. It's just ridiculous. And I don't mean to make this a video about that conversation, because it's one I don't want to talk about because it's horrible. But the fact that ABC thought this was a good idea is ridiculous. The fact that Colin O'Donoghue didn't go, I think she's raping me. Why is this happening? The fact that way back in season, I think it was 3, that Rebecca Mader, who I think is extremely smart and very political, would she not go, I'm taking advantage of him? It's horrible. It's horrible. So it shouldn't happen. I'm horrified that was able to get through. I mean, for one thing, Emma Booth is actually very pretty. So Emma Booth didn't even need to disguise herself as Rapunzel. So yeah, I'm over it. It's Twice Upon a Time. It's Twice Upon a Time. They did this in season 5. They're doing it in season 7. And it's just ridiculous. I'm truly shocked I got up. So I needed to get that out first off. So let's talk about things about the episode that were interesting. Well, I thought Megan Warner, for what she did as Rapunzel, was pretty good. I didn't do the trailer review. I'll do it in a week or so because we have 3 weeks to discuss it, which is also crazy. We have a 3-week hiatus. But I thought for what Megan Warner did as Rapunzel was good, and I was totally, I was into it. I liked all the little Tangled references, but I think overall we need to see more of her, and I think they could have done the Rapunzel storyline a little bit more engaging. They could have done Gothel and Rapunzel in Eloise Gardner, as opposed to doing the rape of Captain Hook. Lupita Ramirez, will I stop watching the show? No, I will not stop watching, but I have to say I questioned whether or not it would keep my viewership after seeing the same plot line, and a plot line that really disgusted me. It's just something I don't want to see ever. But I have to tell you, this is like the worst thing. I made a lot of notes for Eloise Gardner, and then I made none for Pretty in Blue. I really didn't think Pretty in Blue was a good episode. I thought it was very boring. The plot points that were contrived or created in Eloise Gardner, I really feel were completely left to the wind in Pretty in Blue. And I don't know, there was something about like Hook having like the cursed heart, and then I don't know, Cinderella's and Henry's relationship being forced together. I didn't like that. The episode itself just seemed really odd. So I'm trying to think of all the points, because like as I was watching it, I was thinking, I'm not entertained. In fact, I'm kind of bored, or I'm either disgusted. Thank you, Clint. Clint Lamberson just said, thoughts on Nick. A love triangle. Adding another love triangle to Once Upon a Time. I don't know why I just went love. It should have just been love. Adding another love triangle to Once. Let's see. We had Emma, Neil, and Hook. That was a big one. That ended with Neil dying. And now we have Nick, Jacinda, and Henry. Do we need another love triangle? No. Do we need... I have to say, Jacinda, Henry, and Drizella, that actually felt like a very natural love triangle. But the love triangle of those three didn't feel natural. In fact, it felt very forced. And Nick is Jack. Do we need Jack and the Beanstalk on top of Alice from Alice in Wonderland and other places? Rapunzel, Gothel, Cinderella, Lady Tremaine, who, by the way, I don't think Lady Tremaine is evil at all. In fact, I think Lady Tremaine is just kind of miffed at the world. And I heard a couple rumors that Lady Tremaine might possibly be Rapunzel, which I think would be really interesting if she leaves the tower and then meets her Flynn, who happens to be Mr. Tremaine, and then has Cinderella as her stepmother, stepdaughter. That would be kind of hilarious. So I just saw a question from Anastasios Zorok. Who is the person in San Francisco Regina and Henry are going to seek? At the end of the episode, Regina said, she was going to San Francisco with Henry. By the way, Drizella's curse has a flaw. There's no town line. I guess because she created the curse where she implemented the fairy tale characters into the real world as opposed to creating a town, I guess she couldn't curse all of Seattle. So I think it's interesting that Regina and Henry could just so easily leave, and Drizella isn't like, no one's gone. They're gone. It's odd. But I'm guessing they're going to get Zelina. And Regina said that, we're up to get someone who hates me more than anyone. I'm guessing that somehow Kelly, because that's Zelina's cursed name, is cursed to hate her sister. So I am looking forward to seeing Zelina and Henry reunite along with Regina as well. But I don't know if Rebecca Mader's in the tier. I think it's One Little Tear is the episode of title 9, episode 9. I think that's the title. So I'm curious to see. I thought she was in episode 10 for some reason. I know she's in The Eighth Witch. That's definitely her episode. There's so many witches on the show now. So let's see. From Kevin C. I think Nick is going to get a punch in the face when the curse is broken if he sleeps with Ella. I think that would be hilarious if Nick got punched in his perfect face. That would be hilarious. From Anastasios Zarkin, I think it's a dragon, maybe Maleficent. I don't think we're going to see the dragon or Maleficent on the show again, Anastasios. To Play Cool 21, do you finally hope we get touching scenes with Henry and Zelina? I'm assuming To Play Cool, when you mean touching, you mean actual interaction, not Jon Snow, Daenerys touching, because they're aunt and nephew too. Hopefully I didn't spoil that for non-Game of Thrones fans. I do think they will finally interact. I want to see Henry and Zelina interact. It's something I've been hyping up quite a bit myself. So I think they should. The Queen of Regal, Rumple, made me so mad. What do you think? I think Rumple is ridiculous. The fact that he didn't tell Regina he's awake was so stupid, because he should be teaming up with her. Though part of me has to say, I think Robert Carlyle just doesn't care about the show. And I think he's just there for a paycheck. I don't think he's there for any other reason besides wanting to collect a check. Because his character just seems kind of distant, though the character's always been like that, but I even feel his acting is kind of distant. I don't know. They don't know what to do with his character. The problem with the show is there's so many characters. Let's just count them off. You got Henry, you got Zelina, Zelina soon to be. Let's see. You got Henry, Regina, Lady Tremaine, Cinderella, Drizella, Alice, Rumple. I mean, that's 7. Then you throw in Nick. Then you throw in Tiana, who also did nothing. That's 9 characters. And then you throw in Lucy, you got 10. And then you add Gothel and Rapunzel, you got 12. And then you throw in Zelina, you have 13. That's 13 characters. That's a lot of people to have on the show. And I know it's an ensemble cast, but maybe you just need 5. This isn't Game of Thrones level basis. And I don't mean to compare once to Game of Thrones because that's network versus private television. But I have to say, I don't know how they're able to even continue going or even have their assets in a row because there's so many characters. It's a problem. The like the wish realm thing. How does that even make sense? I don't understand how a realm that's technically only been around for like what? It was created when Emma made the wish, Regina made the wish, and then I don't know how all these characters have backstories because technically their stories shouldn't have happened. They should have just like popped up old. So like that flashback with Regina and Wish Regina and Wish Hook technically never should have happened because as far as I'm aware, the Wish Realm was created when the Evil Queen wished it to happen. And I'm confusing myself right now because there's just so much going on and it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. I just thought Pretty in Blue was a ridiculous episode. I think overall the show doesn't know where it wants to go. I'm looking forward to One Little Tear because I want to know, what's going to be happening with Cinderella, or excuse me, Rapunzel. But I'm very confused. Like I just tried to explain the wish realm thing and I couldn't do it. And it's very contrived. And the reason why I didn't get this review out till right now is I've struggled to talk about these two episodes and I felt like they just threw stuff at me that I wasn't able to understand. And I can understand, but it's not like understand because I'm questioning what's going to happen with the show. It's understand because I just think it's stupid. There are just some things I just don't understand. So I just don't know what's happening with the show anymore, and that's a problem. So I know a couple people. I'm actually really curious. Why don't you guys throw your comments out to me and tell me, and I'll read them off. We'll do like a little poll for this. Did you really like the episode, or did you have issue with it? I guess just let's rate it now and then kind of go from there. The live stream's far from done, but we'll let's just do a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. So throw them out for me. I would honestly give this episode 2. It was both of them were like the 2 worst episodes ever because I was just so confused. My hair is so bad. I really need to fix it. Thank you, Diana, for loving my honesty. I very much appreciate that. All right, so 6.5 from Lupita. Iker Alvarez, 5.5. Will Turner fan, AWE, 3. Maria Stramoli, 4. I mean, yeah, these are low ratings from fans. Ikera even lowered her rating again to a 4.5. Jason Martin gave a 6. No More gave a 2 to 4. And Sarah Benedict gave the show a 5. This double episode is a 3. Kevin gave it a 5. I mean, these are bad reviews. These are very bad. I just need to point out that Danny Wonder Woman 45 just said, I don't want to watch me anymore because I'm bringing the show down. I'm not bringing it down. It's not good. How can I bring something down that's not good? Queen of Regal gave it an 8. You're up there for that. Diana Lopez gave episode a 3. Let's Talk Infinity gave it a 5. I wish I could keep the chat up here for all of you guys to see. So it's the ratings are, the fans are not giving this episode a high rating. Piper Hallowell, 10. Okay. I don't know how you gave it a 10. Anastarchus, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Anastasios Zarkos. The Anastasia mystery is interesting. Yes, that I did like. I'm curious to see what's going to be going on with Anastasia and Drizella. Anastasia Drizella, because I guess there's magic within her body. DC Marvel fan for life. By the way, love your name. That's 4.5, 4.4. Odd. I love the number. I love the name and I like the number. I just think it's funny. Do you think the witch is the real villain from Ryan Thuman? Yes, I do. I think that she is truly the villain because at the end of the episode when Lady Tremaine gets arrested, she says to Ivy, "You've released the monster," and that monster is clearly in reference to Gothel, not anyone else. So I think that she might be one of the. I think she might be the prime antagonist for season 7A. However, I do think she she's going to have a run-in with Zelina because she's Zelina version 2. She's a carbon copy of Zelina. Let's see. Sorry. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any comments. Clinton Lambert said, we want more episodes like The Song in Your Heart and The Final Battle. Yes, I thought The Final Battle was great, and I really liked A Song in Your Heart. Those were really good episodes. They were really good episodes. Quite frankly, I could use another musical episode with how much I dislike the last two. From Kevin C., I did love that Ivy framed her mom and put her in jail. That was clever. That was actually very clever on Ivy's part. I agree with that, Kevin. But I don't know. I kind of felt bad for Jacinda. From Cody Blask, Lady Tremaine was never cursed, in my opinion. I am curious if she was cursed or if she has like fake memories thinking that she isn't cursed. It'd be like a fun twist there. From Sarah Bennett, I really like Alice. And from Tiffany Courtney, I love the Hook and Alice scenes. I actually really enjoyed Hook and Alice too. I think Rose Reynolds is a great asset to the show. I think she's fantastic. And I liked her interactions with Hook and Rogers. Though I want to see how on earth the curse of the poison heart came about. That made no sense either. That was so random. The way I would have structured Pretty in Blue myself is if the beginning you have whoever cursed Hook to be separate from Alice, you know, show it. Show, don't tell. When you have a visual medium, you show, you don't tell. That's just standard practicum for television and movie and movies. And the fact that they're like, oh no, it just happened. I wrote in my notes, Hook is a Kryptonian because he was his heart glue green. Oh, that was hilarious. From Sapphire Panda Night Court, do you think Nick could be Regina's love interest? That's a good question. I do wonder if Nick, excuse me, will end up going with Regina because he's clearly not going to go to Jacinda. Doesn't make any sense. So I actually think Jacinda and Nick have more chemistry than Henry and Cinderella. Excuse me. So I do wonder if Henry is going to end up going to Henry's going to keep Cinderella, and Nick will go to Regina. That'd be kind of cool. I think Nick and Regina would make a lot of sense. At first, I thought Nick was Flynn Rider, and I was completely wrong about Nick being Flynn Rider. I think Ella ran off with Henry. I think Ella thinks Henry ran off with Regina. She probably does, but I don't think she thinks Henry and Ella, or oh god, Regina and Henry would ever hook up. I feel like she knows somewhere deep down that's not the case. But she was probably a little jealous that they went on a road trip for sure. Simone Umba, Nick Regina sounds better than Jacinda Henry. Totally agree. Totally agree with that. Colby Gill just joined. Thank you for joining, Colby. Which episode did you prefer, Robert? The first one? I did like the first one. I thought the second one was a lot boring, but I didn't like the rape in the beginning of it. I talked about that for the beginning of the review. I think I actually have never watched a live stream on YouTube. I've only done them. So I don't know if you have the option to scroll back as I talk and then catch up if you want to hear something. I don't have like chapter times, so I can't set it up. So I like I said, I've never watched anything live. So I don't know how it's set up. Okay, from Kevin C. Nick going after Gina will be weird. He's supposed to be Henry's best friend, and that's kind of getting milfish. Well, I think we don't know how old they are because Enchanted Forest version 2 is, a different timeline. So I do wonder. I do wonder like how truly old Henry is and Nick is. And, maybe it doesn't really matter. I think Andrew J. West is 34 and Lana Parrilla is 38 herself. So I think overall it's not a bad idea. Delaney Norgan, more Regina-based episodes. Yes, that would be really cool. I could totally like more Regina episodes. From Sapphire Pan Night Court, do you think we'll ever see the Captain Swan? Maybe no, because we have Wish Realm and we have what should we call Gothel and Hook together? Witch Hook, Gothel Captain Witch. We have their baby. From Witch Coven 0717, if Mulan came back, what would you do with her story? Oh, I don't know. I would probably try to wrap it up, for one thing. Oh, Sarah Benedict got Hook. I love that. Newt Wilson, Mother Hook. Those are great. I I really, really like both of those from Newt and Sarah. Clinton Lamberson, Hook Witch, also good as well. Justin Brazil, Hoffel. Oh, I love when we don't talk about the episode itself. Mother Hook from Diana Lopez. Love it. Ikever Alvarez. Jacinda needs to die. I never said that. That is not my quote. From Rebecca Hook, wait, so who is Nick Disney-wise? Nick, at the end of the episode, they called him Jack in the Wish Realm. So that makes me think he's Jack in the Beanstalk. But they already did Jack in the Beanstalk, so why are we getting a second one? Makes no sense. I mean, granted, the first Jack was a girl and the story was kind of sucky. But hey, you know what? Everyone's getting a version 2. I'm looking forward to version 2 of Elsa. That is what I want to see. Let's see. Yes, Angela Golas, I know that Jack was a girl, but that was still Jack in the Beanstalk, so now we're doing a different Jack in the Beanstalk. Rapunzel in Shannon Forest version 1 was also African-American or black. I don't know what the actress's ethnicity was. So they can recast anyone they want. Would you want to see Wish Regina come back as a super old lady from Kevin C? No. No, I'm done with the Wish Realm. The Wish Realm has already confused me way too much. I don't want to see any more of it. Clint Lamberson, we need Moana or Coco. I would be okay with Moana, no to Coco, because just out. I also haven't seen Coco yet, and I don't think it would. From the way the trailers were set up, I don't think it's going to set into the show. Will Turner fan, AWE. Maybe he's Jack Frost. Okay, I did not think of Jack Frost. Will, that is a fantastic idea. By the way, I just actually rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I don't know why people didn't like it. It was awesome. I watched it in theaters, and I watched it again last night. I bought the Blu-ray of it. Doesn't really have that many good bonus features. The other ones have a lot of better bonus features, and I loved Pirates of the Caribbean 5. But sorry, I didn't mean to go on a little rant there. Let's see. Danny Wonder Woman 45. We need more action on the show. Too many talking, no action. Yeah, the show lacks significant action. They could have built up more action. They could have shown us the curse. They could have shown us magic battles. But I just don't think they have the budget for action. And they do need to talk. Obviously, it's a visual medium to show us the dialogue get played out. But at the same time, do you guys remember in my critique of episode 3, I said one problem that they had is they enter one space and they stay in it for too long. Generally, when you enter a scene, you in and out, and that's not how this show is working anymore. It's like you enter the room and you're in there till it collapses, and that's just not what you want. You want to be in and out, like it's gonna explode or gonna. That's a horrible analogy. You just want to make your scenes go as fast as you can. You don't want to drag it out. Robin and Alice are the LGBTQ storyline. It's interesting. I didn't realize that it would be Robin and Alice. That would be actually hilarious if it was Robin and Alice, because they would both be daughters conceived via magical deception or magical rape or magical fraud. Again, however you want to do it, however the law in your state works is what is the law of there. Though I do wonder what the law in Enchanted Forest version 2 would be. Lupita Ramirez, do you wish they would have stopped with season 6? The problem is I don't wish they would have stopped with season 6. I wanted it to be in season 7. I did want a 7. I've always liked to see more stuff of the show. The issues I'm having is the writing, I feel, has been completely overhauled. And the story's weird. It's like they have Cinderella, but they do nothing with her. And then you have Princess and the Frog, and you do nothing with her. And then you have Rapunzel, and you screw it up. So you have too much, and they need to really dwindle it down. Jennifer McDowell, I think this whole season, everything feels forced and fast. One of the reasons I love Once Upon a Time is because you get to know the characters in and out. Yeah, and Jennifer, I agree with you. I think one of the reasons I really loved Once Upon a Time in the beginning was I really felt like I was getting to know Snow White, Prince Charming, even Henry and Emma. I really loved it. Also Regina. And then I don't know anything about Cinderella at all. Somehow, this is from Anastasia's. Somehow Gisela cursed Henry's heart, which is the curse is broken. Henry dies. We don't know if Henry dies. We just know something bad happens. We're guessing he dies. But that's also something that we haven't seen. We haven't seen how Gisela hurts Henry, curses Henry. Hold on, casts a curse, curses Henry, curses whoever. We also don't know who curse took. It's just ridiculous. Sleeping curse are sorry, Queen of Regal. I don't understand your comment. You said sleeping curse our real equal curse heart. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think you're trying to say that sleeping curses in our world's broken heart curse in their realm, but the comment was a little fuzzy. From Sapphire Panda Nightcore, how do you think they're going to break the curse? And also from I Care Alvarez says Anna and Elsa spinoff. I would kill for an Anna and Elsa spinoff. I think Frozen would be fantastic for the show. I think a Frozen storyline should have been in existence. And the season is super confusing, yes, from Let's Talk Infinity. And to answer Sapphire's question, how do you think they're going to break the curse? They're going to have to find some way to break it without using true love, because I'm assuming my guess, I don't think it's particular to Henry. I think it's whoever cast it, or excuse me, whoever breaks said curse is going to feel the ramifications of the effect of the breaking, and somehow they'll end up in pain. So we don't know who is it going to be. We're inclined or led by the writers to think it's Cinderella and Henry. But what if Cinderella's the one who dies, not Henry? Let's see. A lot of you guys are saying that you think the Frozen arc was the best arc on the show. I think it was too. There's a couple issues with it for sure, but definitely one of the best. Also, where the heck is Dr. Facilier? I mean, they introduced him and then just let that go. He's alive, as far as we know. And that was, I don't know, like he should have been in this episode. Sabine, Tiana, nothing to do. It's ridiculous that they bumped up Makia Cox to being a starring character and then gave her absolutely nothing to do. Will Turner fan AW says, once again, the writers forgot their own rules. True love can break any curse. Yes, so maybe true love can break the curse upon the curse. Does anyone else think that's contrived, or is it just me? From Kevin C, maybe if they kill Ivy, that will break the curse without the bad thing happening. That would make sense. I do think that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, Adelaide Kane is only recurring for her role, so she's not a starring cast member. So she definitely could die. Though I don't want her to die. She's so good. I really like Adelaide Kane. Delaney Negrin, they need new writers. Yeah, they need new writers. They need a lot of new writers. From Jordi Rafael Ramos Ventura. Guys, have you heard about the theory of Tremaine being Rapunzel? I have heard about that theory, and I super support it. I like it quite a bit. A Disney Princess Gone Bad from Jordi as well. Yep, and I think it will work. Simon Prince, there are way too many big characters in it. I'm like so confused. I am also extremely confused right now. It's just it's ridiculous. And then also like Lucy being taken away from Jacinda. I mean, I don't want to get into the politics of like what's an unfit mother, right? I'm not going to get into that. But Jacinda signed her parental or maternal rights away to Lucy, or her parental rights. Signed her rights away as a parent to Lucy and gave her to Lady Tremaine. And Lady Tremaine, or Victoria, actually seems to care about Lucy. So I don't know why Lucy's instantly inclined to be like, Grandma's bad. Like, I mean, Grandma's giving me a bedroom. Grandma's not making me clean the house. Grandma's putting me in school. Like, Victoria has done things that we, as an audience member, are inclined to believe is bad. But I just said that she's a businesswoman. She's a businesswoman, and she's out to do what she wants. I don't see her as being a bad grandmother or bad guardian of Lucy. But again, the writers just want to make you think that, and that's also a problem. You can't just force something upon the audience. All right, I'm going to read this comment out loud from Cameron Show. Hope you like it. Why are you still watching if you don't like it? Used to, I don't know what the rest of that is because the grammar is so bad. Why am I still watching even though I don't like it? I do like it. I am also extremely critical of this show because I know what good writing is. I've seen good television. I know good television. I've written my own material. I know what's good. I know how it works. I know how this business works. Yet the show isn't living up to the Disney standards. If you have John Lasseter as your executive, as the head of the Mouse House, he needs to hire some script doctors to fix up these guys' scripts. It's just ridiculous. It's tough love from a Lupita Ramirez. It's exactly what it is. Newt Wilson, Lucy Cinderella, gotta go. Totally agree with that. My criticism is only due to a lack of love. To a lack of love. My criticism is due to a strong love. I wanted the show to get a season 7, but I just don't like where it's going. What do you think of the Star Wars references? There's been a couple comments about that. I didn't catch any of them. I've only seen each Star Wars episode once. Jack Langboy, can you please answer this? Lady Tremaine or Gisela? Lady Tremaine or Gisela what, Jack? Tell me what you want me to say about them and I will say it. So Cinderella 2 is the worst as an actress and as a character and as a freaking mother. I mean, the actress is bad. The mother isn't bad. The mother, as a character, it's like it's not bad. It's just it's not written properly. It's weird. It's like just a horrible mixed bag. Because Jacinda wants to be a good mom, but she's not doing anything to prove that she's a good mom. But she's also proving that she's slightly unfit and she gave away her rights. But I'm not getting into this discussion because when we take once and bring it into real life, I think it gets a little bit too heated. Let's see. Do I want to see a Christmas episode from Clint Lamerson? Hell yeah. Be totally down for a Christmas episode. I think that would be great. But I want a Christmas episode with the original cast. How do I like the costumes this season from Isa Singleton? I think the costume design of the show has been it's been better. I'm not a huge fan. I think like Cinderella's dress is horrible in comparison. Okay, who's a stronger character, Drizella or Lady Tremaine? I would say Drizella is a stronger actress, but Lady Tremaine is a stronger character. Will Turner fan AWE. I think they were better off leaving it season 6 and seeing season 7 as a mess. This is what I feared when almost everyone left. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Excuse me. All right, guys, I've been doing this for a little while, so I'll take about 3 more questions and then we'll wrap up. It's almost midnight. We'll make it go to midnight Eastern Standard Time, so about 9 more minutes. So, guys, just throw me your questions that you want me to answer, and I will talk about them right now. Excuse me. They should have returned to Sunday night after this break. I think the show, the behind the scenes executives know that the show is a lost cause, or feel the show's a lost cause, and that's why they moved it to Fridays. You move a show to Fridays if you want it to die. And I think they knew that. And that's also why they start marketing the episode. We've been talking about lack of marketing, and I really think that the executives aren't marketing because they think it's a lost cause. Okay, from Cody Blask. Will Drizella's curse on Henry break when they go to get Zelina? I'm guessing if Zelina gets memories back quick enough. Yeah, she can probably help Regina break the curse on him. Newt Wilson, what fairy tale is the next episode? I think it's Rapunzel. That's in the promo. From Sapphire Panda Nightcore, Rob, do you think Lucy is awake since she didn't know who Regina is her grandma? I don't think Lucy's awake. I think that she's just aware, if that makes sense. I think she knows that something's wrong. She knows there's a curse. And I don't but I don't think that she's fully awake like she was in the end of season 6. By the way, thank you, Kobe Gill, where you said, I love the hint of humor I add to my videos. I always try to make everything enjoyable and fun. I don't script. This is totally unscripted. This is completely live. So you guys can see all the stumbling that you want. Clint Lemberson, do you like an animated episode? You know, that's a great question, Clint. I've always loved animation. I think Disney animation is the best you can get. And I think an animated episode would actually be hilarious, but it wouldn't fit into the show. I mean, but season 7's been a complete mixed bag, so who knows? To Play Cool 21, do you think season 7 might be the final season? Yes, I do. That is that. There's nothing else besides that. Simply Shaka, I thought the next episode would be Anastasia because of the episode title reveals. I mean, it's possible that Anastasia's included, but I definitely think it's more so focused on Rapunzel, given how the trailer is 90% Rapunzel. I'm sorry I didn't review the trailer. I will definitely review the trailer when I get back from my vacation. I'm actually heading to Disney World tomorrow. My flight's at 7:30 in the morning. I'll be Snapchatting most of Disney World. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, it's Rob678. I'll be posting tons of stories. What do you want for Zelina's new storyline? I want her magic back. I want to see her interact with Henry, and I want to help her break the curse on the town. Let's Talk Infinity, Mulan 2.0. No more 2.0s of old characters. Let's Talk Infinity. I just want them to fix what's going on with the show. Thank you, Sarah Benedict. I appreciate that. She said, have fun. I'm very excited for my trip. Hi, Maria Stromboli. I saw you said you tagged me on Twitter and Instagram. Hello. Thank you. Vincent Lee, season 8, possibly. Vincent, I can't talk about season 8 when I don't know where 7's going. Wow, I can't believe that 79 people are tuning in right now. This is absolutely crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Justin Brazil, why does Zelina hate Regina? We don't know yet. We'll find out. Diana Lopez, I can't take you to Disney World. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I am so excited for Disney. You have no idea. I'm going with 20 people. 20 people. I think it's going to be awesome. Who do you miss more, Emma or Zelina from Angela Gomez? Emma. Because I know we're getting Zelina. I miss Emma. Sapphire Panda Nightcore, my question is, how characters are not older since Lucy went from not born to 10 in Channel 4's version 2? Sapphire, I can't answer that question because I am just completely confused with the show itself. Sorry, from Cody Blask, season 8 streaming service. Quite frankly, what I think should happen with Once Upon a Time is I think the show needs a little bit of time off. And I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear me say that, but I think what really needs to happen is I think season 7 has to be it. And then after 7, because the streaming service picks up in 2019. So if 7 ends in 2018, cancel it. Let the 2018-2019 television season go without Once Upon a Time. Kind of let it simmer out. And then do a mini series of fairy tales with the same writers. I mean, the writers are fine, but give them only 13 episodes and have it all be released at once. Do it very similar to how the Marvel Netflix shows are done. And pick one character to focus on. But instead of making it not episodic, make it like a long movie where you can throw in other characters, but then once your season 1 is done, it's not tied to season 2. And that's how I would do a potential season 8, but I wouldn't even call it Once Upon a Time. I would just get back those writers and make that live action fairy tale show, because the Disney company has so many live action properties or fairy tale properties, and the live action fairy tales is extremely profitable. I think that would make more sense. From KCH, Rob, do you think Regina and Rumpel work together to break the curse? She asked him point blank, what does it mean to you? She played it off as if she was not awake. I do hope that Rumpel does help her break the curse, but I just feel that he doesn't care, and I don't even think the actor cares. Also, by the way, I know I just rampaged about an idea about a live action streaming service, or a service for the streaming service or show. What did you guys think about that idea? I'm very sorry that I'm having trouble getting my words out, but do you guys like the idea? I just shut out. Colby Gill, I'm so sorry. I am being behind on ratings wars. I'm behind on everything so far. This has just been a very wild week. I think once I finish school this semester and get some time off, I'll have more time. I'll have more time to make more videos. That's also my plan. Also, with 3 weeks, I'll definitely have more time to make a couple videos. Simon Umba, are you going to make ratings wars for this week's episode after your vacation since we get a break? I'll try to do ratings wars probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll definitely try to get it for sure. From Anastasia's Zarko, so sorry again. Rumpel is finished 7. Yeah, the contract, he's not coming back. Robert Carl is actually done. All right, guys, 2 more minutes, so 2 more questions, and then that'll be it for now. Crisis on Earth X review. Yes, that is coming up soon. Cody Blask, I will try to definitely get that done. From Jack Lamboy, have you ever been to Disney World before? Yep, this is my 8th time going, but not my this is not my 8th time with 20 people. I normally go with just my family of 5. I am now going with I'll tell you, I'm going with my family of 5, my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters, and then I'm going with well, all my aunts and my cousins and their husbands. So it's going to be really fun. Clint Lamberson, will I bring back Joe? Yeah, he just couldn't come to this review. He'll definitely be there. Isaiah Singleton, yes, they should do a fairy tale anthology series. Yep, thank you, Isa. I'm very happy you agree. Ikea Alvarez, your question went to the top, so ask it again, and I'll answer it one more time. We have enough time for one or 2 more questions. Lucas Kastner, all your family's once fans. No one in my family except, actually, that's not true. So Lucas Caston asked, are all my family members once fans? And the only family members I had that had watched Once Upon a Time were the ones that saw Frozen. And it wasn't because I told them to watch Frozen or to watch it because of Frozen. They were intrigued to see Elsa and Anna in live action because we all went to see Frozen together. We got like 13 tickets. We did like a big event to see Frozen in the theater. And they're like, oh, it's in live action. Let's check this out. They want a good chunk of them. Like, see, I'm going with 10 of them. So I think 7, or I'm going with 20. So it's about 7 or 10 people watched the Frozen arc. And they love the Frozen arc. But then they saw Cruella and Ursula come in. They thought it'd be kind of interesting. They're like, nah. So they were fans for the Frozen arc. And I think that also speaks volumes to the appeal of the pop culture movies or the current animated movies on the show. I think Moana would have been fantastic to have on the show because I think it would have drawn in more people again, because I had a group of 7 people watching the Frozen arc and then they all left. Mermaid Nikki, but I know what you're talking about with Monel. I'm not going to be able to see episode 8 or this week's episode. Newt Wilson, how do you are awesome? Well, you just respect the comment. All right, guys, 1 more minute, and then we are going to head out of here. From 2PlayCool21, have I ever read Fables comics? No, I have not. Brian B, has anyone seen the new Frozen short in front of Coco? I haven't seen it, but I also haven't seen Coco, but I do know it's a half an hour. So when you guys go to see Coco in the theater, you'll be there for over 2 hours. What would you grade 701, 7X07 and 7X08? 2 out of 10 for both. Oh, thank you, Newt. I appreciate that. From Simone Umba, you think anyone will watch mid-season finale because it's the same day Star Wars comes out? I think people will watch it. Like what's that date? I think it's December 16th, something like that. I'm not gonna go see Star Wars that day. I don't see Star Wars for a couple weeks after it's out. So I definitely think people will watch it, but that could actually be a very big blow. The Disney company is competing with itself, but they also did that when they released Thor and whatnot. I care, Alvarez. I don't have enough time to rank all the episodes, though. I will tell you, I think The Garden of Working Paths is the worst one, along with Greenbacks. All right, guys. So that is all the time we have for this discussion. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. I greatly appreciate it. I'm really glad we had a fun chance to talk both Eloise Gardner and Pretty in Blue. I unfortunately didn't enjoy it. Our last question, Sapphire, Panda, Nightcore, Rob, who's your favorite character of the season? My favorite character is definitely Ronnie or Regina. I just really love Lana Priya. But anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you all so much. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you all. Snapchat Rob678 on Snap. I will be posting stories from Disney all week with my pack of 20. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.